How does social change happen? How do new social norms emerge in societies? As the Girls Advocacy Alliance, we want to understand how power and systems shape change, and, more importantly, how to influence them. We followed 3 stories that teach us just that.
In spite of national laws to prevent child marriage, over a third of women in northern Ghana are married off before their 18th birthday. But in November 2017, 9 important chiefs and queen mothers of the Saganarigu district declared to fight child marriage. As a Ghanaian feminist, I think that's remarkable. This means we can use traditional structures to push more progressive agendas. My name is Nana Akosia Hansen, and I've traveled to the region to find out what triggered this change and what this means for the lives of young women. I meet with Hasia, a young mother who got married when she was 15 years old.
So then I ya pasa. Kuye no someone to do and duma. Omi and repala duma. By yet madam. Can da binyaka Susan Yanga, Kanshan, Casatala duma. Kauzama too. And yet that shukuru. Be brother Chamakan see do so no bar dana nankush young because Drantonan Kani and Bosma, Kanchan Shukurma, Bachan Shukur.
Samu, a community leader, speaks on behalf of girls like Hasia. She's been lobbying the chiefs to speak out against child marriage. And backed by the Girls Advocacy Alliance, she's making progress.
Big back to double young
Besides cultural power, these chiefs also have legislative power. That's why Songtaba, the Girls Advocacy Alliance's local partner, also wants to get the chiefs on their side.
If chiefs resist that law or do not support the law, it cannot be enforced within the local authority. So we earlier identified chiefs who we call the change agents. We mobilized them with their support and were able to gradually influence those who were the adversaries for a period, as I say, 2016 down to the early part of 2017. We could boast because some chiefs started making some pronouncements in their policies. And for paramount chiefs, once they make statements, it binds on all other chiefs, including the community chiefs. And that is how come we've been able to penetrate the traditional hierarchy.
Songtaba also supports 30 girls clubs who connect over 900 girls in northern Ghana. It's their future at stake, so they must be involved in the lobby for change.
Today we'll be discussing child marriage. And as you all know, you have been hearing of child marriage day in, day out. Can someone help me with what child marriage is or the meaning of child marriage?
I want to know how the girls club actually does the advocacy against teenage pregnancy, against child marriage.
The most important thing we do is lobbying.
Lobbying, okay.
Yes, we're trying to meet the big people in the society. So we have managed to speak to or to be to partner with Dovsu, Shirad, and some of the chiefs in the northern region here. Because really, without them, you can't get to the people.
Seeing the girls club in full swing and hearing them speak, inspirational. It was actually these girls' lobby work that will spark off a reaction from the chiefs in 2017 and lead to their joint declaration. I am very excited to meet one of the chiefs that spoke out.
Well, I decided to speak out against child marriage for obvious reasons. Those of us who are in authority as chiefs have to do the talking. If you don't place some kind of authority in the system, in the socialization process, the status quo will continue, whereby a woman is socialized to be an inferior person to a man, which should not be the case. And we also felt that there was the need to actually champion it through the regional House of Chiefs. So after working through individual chiefs and winning their support, we had to look for a platform to go to the regional House of Chiefs. And with the regional House of Chiefs, we are likely to have some small voice within the National House of Chiefs. What we are battling with in Northern region is single diagnosis about our social system. And that single diagnosis is nothing but religious misinterpretation and cultural misapplication. That is all.
Religious misinterpretation and cultural misapplication. It blew my mind, and I'm glad to hear a traditional leader speak in such progressive tones. Usually people assume that if you're in that sphere, it's regressive, but this is an example that is not. I definitely have hope for this community. I'm very happy to have heard from him. The biggest takeaway from my journey is the importance of finding allies on all levels of society, because clearly, national laws made in Accra don't cut it out here in the districts, not without the chief's approval. And even then, change also has to come from within, from the families and the youth themselves. And they are best convinced by their peers and by leaders in the community that they respect. It is clear that we are not yet there, but I'm confident that if we can pave the way for girls to decide what's best for them, we have a bright future ahead.